Listen. So before we dive into my show, I need you to understand a few things. The Save-On experience is just that. The Save-On experience. So be warned. These are my views, my thoughts, my opinions. So listen, don't take it serious. Don't get too upset. It's for entertainment purposes only, boo-boo. I don't really know you like that. You don't really know me like that, right? So we gonna be cool, right? We ain't gonna get mad, right? Because we know. I just speak what I think. Calm down. Chill out. It's just entertainment. You know, girl? So, keep it cute. And if you gonna listen from a place of love. Don't get too mad.
People OG.
Oh, Lord Jesus, Lord Jesus, Lord Jesus. Hold on one second. Hold on. Oh, the Lord is my shepherd, honey. I shall not want. I shall not want. I shall not. I shalt not want. Y'all, look, it's been a day. It has been a day. But I thank God. Oh, EBB Ashando. Looking on right now, y'all, because I'm here. I'm here. How y'all doing? How y'all doing? How y'all feeling all right? It's another Saturday Night Social Club. And I'm so excited to be here. Now, listen, we done talked about a whole bunch of things this week. And I'm excited to keep the spirit going. You know, keep the spirit of conversation. Not conversation, but conversation going. So we're going to talk about this app called Bigo Live. We're going to talk about that tonight. And we are going to talk about Capitol Hill because I would be remiss if I let the week go by. And I also, on my platform, don't have the same energy. Tiama, check your email, girl. You know, if I don't have the same energy. And pass it on, girl. But you know, so I'm here. We's here. Yes. We's here. Okay. Oh, that's cute. Oh, I should have did a little shuffle earlier. Oh, that's cute. I have my libations. Babies, divas, jivas, love muffins. Y'all have y'all libations? Come on, Leslie. What's going on, Leslie? Yes, God. Y'all got y'all libations. I've got mine. And I'm keeping a little cranberry in my life. So it's cranberry and vodka, but it's cranberry and mango vodka this time. So I have this little situation going on. But we're not going to get lit like Tuesday night. That's what we're not going to do. I'm going to try to act like I'm saved and sanctified tonight. Just letting y'all know I'm going to keep it cute. Okay? I'm going to keep it cute. So y'all know I've got my girl in here. Who? Miss Jasmine Divine as well. Jasmine.
Girl, hold on. Let me get my libations together too, child.
Get your libations together. We going to have...
Y'all know I done came through. Ooh. I got me old nasty Armor Palmer, child.
Oh, it's huge.
As well as it should be. I'm a big girl.
Oh, big things for big girls?
Girl.
Is that what I heard?
That's what I heard. That's what I need.
Oh, Leslie said she at work sipping.
Oh, Ooh,
Girl,
I
where
like
you
her.
working? Can I come work out?
I like her. Can I come and get a piece?
Girl, you can sip and word. What's up, baby?
Uh-oh. Is that you?
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
What happened?
It was getting glitchy there for a second. Is that me or you?
Am I glitchy, y'all? Y'all let me know.
You done froze up a little bit.
Oh, I done froze up?
Yep.
Ooh. I done froze up. Y'all, am I frozen?
You good now. You was. That's why I'm checking out to make sure.
Come on, Leslie. Yeah. Oh, super. Oh, I got me a super chat.
Child, I was
I
trying
got
to.
my very first super chat.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, thank you, Leslie. That is so sweet. I gotta look. See, in order for me to do that, though, I'm gonna have to go on the other side. Y'all, oh, that is so sweet. Y'all gonna make me crawl up in here and things.
Not crawler.
Huh?
Not crawler good. Not crawler.
Y'all gonna make me crawl up in here and stuff, girl. I gotta see what's going on. So I gotta make sure that I have my other screen going so I can see, you know what I'm saying? So I can make sure the live is wealthy and healthy. Well, not wealthy, but healthy.
Well, girl,
And
they
we ain't
go
gonna,
another
God
one.
want to make it wealthy now. We'll make it wealthy. That's all on him. But I just want to make it healthy. Thank you, Leslie. That is so
Yeah.
sweet. She broke my super chat cherry.
Yes. I was trying to, but it just didn't go too fast enough.
Well, you I was gonna say something, girl.
Well, you know that's how us big girls is. We move slow.
I was gonna say something,
Slow and very
girl, about
stiff.
the cherries, girl. I was gonna be like, oh Lord, don't get me started. Don't get me started.
Yes.
Oh my God, yes. Oh, they got a birthday bash going on. Look, is it Milan Treasure's birthday today? Come on, Jasmine. Thank you, boo.
Thank you, Leslie. My Cash App is on the screen, baby.
Oh, she's sipping on Lipton tea.
Oh, but I'll
That's
put it in the
cute.
chat.
That's cute, honey. I want to sip on your Lipton tea. Yes, God. So anyway, y'all, we're gonna get into the things of the things. How was your week, boo?
It's been good. How's your week been? You know, I started off a little bit on because the ankle and stuff was like, you know, it was not doing what it needed to do, and now it just like it unworked itself out. And I said, well, look at God, you know, and then you know, other exciting stuff that's happening. I'm just thankful that you know I went in and we discussed and talked about being positive. So the positivity is sowing it, and now I'm reaping it.
Absolutely.
Yes,
So I want to know. I want the people in the chat to tell me what y'all want to talk about first. Y'all want to talk about this Bigo Live app? Or do we just want to jump right on into the Capitol Hill of things?
what I mean, what is the bingo? Like I know about the Capitol Hill thing. If it was coming from me, I would prefer to get started with that because I feel like the bingo app thing may be a little bit more on the lighter side of things.
So you want
You
to
know.
dive into the heavy girl?
Yeah, but then again, you know, we still want to give people time to marinate on in here. So I mean, maybe we could do like a twofer. We start with one, go with the other one, and then go back to the one. I mean, it is up to you, you know. A twofer, you know. You know how you have a foofer, you have a twofer.
A twofer. A twofer.
A
Listen,
twofer.
what I will so let me tell you what the Bigo app is first. So the Bigo app is a live streaming software or community. You can be either online or through your computer, or you can also do it on your phone. And it actually hit the market like 4 years ago.
Gotcha.
But of course, you know, nobody really catching on to it because of the fact that, you know, COVID hadn't hit. We weren't made to stay inside the house and all that good stuff. So you know how that is. They was using it for gaming and chatting and things of that nature, but it was also made for dating, you know, internationally.
What?
It was. Yeah.
Is this that same app that them cheermen getting on here acting a complete plum fool, reading each other for filth?
That's that app.
Miss
That
Thing,
app.
she stay in it. Miss Thing from the Housewives, because I ain't gonna mention her name because I don't want to know. I don't want to have to go there with her. But Miss Thing, tiny friend, sister, whatever, the hairstylist, her. She stay on there cutting up and acting crazy with somebody.
Shakana.
Yes, I just don't want to say
She
it.
stay on Bigo.
Yeah, she stay in somebody mess. Every time I go through Instagram and stuff, somebody reading her for filth for one reason or the other.
It seems like, but see, that's what it seems that Bigo is all about. Bigo is nothing but that, from what I gather.
Mm-hmm.
So the app itself, what is Bigo? So this is Bigo. Let me go full for a second. This is Bigo. So it's an app, and it has this little icon, and it's for live broadcasting and things of that nature. But every time I've seen a clip about it or anything like that, people are going like they are virtually verbally fighting. And sometimes it's so brutal that it feels like they are physically fighting. I believe that some of those streams lead to them fighting. Like for real.
Absolutely. I feel like it's more or less what you call it, like that. I mean, I don't know, but like I said, I done seen bits and pieces of the clips, and them girls, they be going for blood and murder on that baby.
They tear each other up. You hear me?
It's like, it's a new form of bullying. I feel like
Cyberbullying. Cyberbullying. And I don't think people understand how that doesn't always stay online. Right. Depending on who you talking to, that can very much meet you outside at Kroger's while you picking up some chicken, some ketchup, some milk and cereal for your kids.
Right.
So the way that I see people just going at each other on there, I'll be like, dang. I'll be like, God, they gonna tear each other ass up on that damn app.
Girl, a sidebar to this whole conversation. Now, you know what kind of work I do. I don't normally share my business with what I do outside of here because, it is what it is. Anyway, long story short, I'm in there. I'm talking to one of my customers. Do you know one of my customers told me, I told him, I said, find my Instagram and, I bring you on because we like bringing in new independent artists and bring you on there and da-da-da-da and all this kind of stuff. Girl, long story short, he said, oh, I know where I heard that name from because as soon as he seen my Instagram, he seen, how I take and I post my flyers for whatever night that I'm finna do. He said they just sent me your night of reads, your night of shade thing. He was like, I just watched it. He was like, that's where I know you from. That's where I know you from. So when people say that they don't know who their certain people is or whatever like that, like Pensacola is a small place. And I would never think that somebody would know, you know what I'm saying? Because I'm low key at work, really. You know what I'm saying? I'm not like over the top like I am on the internet. And he was like, yeah, it was dope, this, that, and the third, and all yada yada and all this kind of stuff. And I was like, oh my God, he knows who I am. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, okay then.
And
so I agree with what you're saying. Going through and you throwing them punches on screen, and then you see somebody and who was it or how Medicine has said it on site. Some people like on site. I think it's Fat Peaches. I don't know what's going on, but I think it's Fat Peaches. Okay. If y'all are just not joining, we're having a little bit of technical difficulties, and we'll be right back in the middle of our audio in just a second. But don't forget to like, share, subscribe. Don't forget to, join us and come into the conversation. We enjoy having other people's point of view of the conversation.
Absolutely. Can you hear me?
I can hear you now.
You can?
Mm-hmm. But you got echoing.
I know. So we're going to have Shaquansha lead us in prayer.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. Hey, baby, I shot 'em all. Well, I thank God. Honda, baby, I shot. Look on right now. In the name of Jesus, healing hands, touch and deliver. Healing hands, touch and make whole. Honda, baby, I shine. Look on every man, every woman, boy, and every girl. Hey, baby, I shine. God, we came to praise you. We came to lift you. We came to magnify your holy name. Hey, baby, I shot time, because truly the name of the Lord is a high tower. The righteous one in, and they are saved. Hey, baby, I shot 'em all. God, as this broadcast airs, hey, baby, I shando. Let a spirit of beating a whole ass discourage me from kicking save-ons. This is Evangela Shaquan Realness, and you are listening to the Beat a Whole Outreach Program. Hey, baby, I shot 'em all. And I tell you, I'm fired up because I'm wrapped up and tangled with this cord. Oh, I'm fired up because I'm on my way to beat a whole ass, and I'm certainly enjoying the ride. Baby, I shot 'em all. It's real down here on these streets. You better watch out. Ooh, thank God. He saved your ass, bitch.
Ooh, is this better?
Yes. Shonda.
I tell you what, Shaquansha was like, listen, I done tapped on your shoulders a few times and said I want to lead everybody in prayer.
Mm-hmm.
And y'all know, I tried. And then next thing I know, she texted me and she said fat peaches. And then we saw, here goes a damn echo win and everything. I said, oh, hold on. Let me give her what she want, girl, because we're not going to have those type of problems tonight, okay?
My God, and today.
Slide, thank you for joining, honey.
Thank you, baby.
Tiama, I also sent you the link, Tiama, in case you wanted to come in, girl. You don't have to be on camera, but in case you wanted to come in and have a chit chat, girl, because we about to get into a little bit more about this Bigo, girl. So,
right,
as I was rolling through the Bigo app, well, not app, but when I was looking up Bigo today, I kept seeing one name over and over and over again, and I just feel like
I hope it's not no family member.
It is. And I don't know about anybody else, but I like her. I actually like her. I follow her. I like her.
Huh? Who?
Oh, I'm about to say who.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry.
I like her. I follow her. I feel like right now, I feel like a lot of girls attack her in the community. And I feel like one of the reasons why a lot of people feel like she's so rough around the edges, and I believe that she's rough around the edges because of those attacks. Like, you can only attack somebody so many times before their defenses are totally up, and you can say hello, and they'll look at you like, hello, like what?
Hello, I understand.
Hello, like what, girl? What you mean, hello? What you trying to say?
Not my girl, Cherry the Boom, is it? I love her. That's my girl. I love her. Come on, graphics. Yes.
Listen. Yes, ma'am. Hey, Asif.
Hey,
welcome.
Baby.
Welcome to Saturday Night Social Club, Love Muffin. Yes, my good girl, Cherry the Boom.
Yes,
Miss
I
Beautiful.
Her.
I love her.
Mm-hmm. And I don't feel like that she doing anything wrong because, like you said, so many people done tried her so many different times. And then
so many times.
I don't know if you remember when she was on Madison's show.
Yes.
And she was talking about how they were sitting up there and they were saying that she had did this and she had did that with the underage child or whatever like that and all that foolishness. Yeah, it makes you not want to trust anybody.
It does. It does. I want to get into that. But before I do, you guys, I have a business partner in the audience with us, Asif Tahir. And, you know, if you guys are looking for graphics, you're looking for intros, you know, you're starting a YouTube channel, or you're looking for people to do data work for you, you know, he does an array of things. So if you're looking to work with them, you can definitely tag him here. And you can also email me directly at thesavonexperience@gmail.com, and I can connect you guys. But Asif is absolutely wonderful. I actually contracted him to do some work on the Chi-Chi intro. So the new intro, you know, I sent him what I wanted and he made it happen. So he's working on an intro for the T. Leon's unique design. I'm doing something with that for the salon. So I'm just saying, like, look him up. Yes. Oh, listen, we have, okay, so I don't know if you guys are also following the Anthony Brown Show. He has a podcast as well as YouTube series. It's like twice a week, and it's called the ATL Show, right? It's called the ATL Show. I'm gonna bring her on, and she can definitely tell you about it. I don't know if you shared the link with Anthony. If you have it, you most definitely can, because I would love for him to come on and tell everybody about the show as well. But I'm gonna bring Tiama on. Tiama Sweetness.
Hello,
Hey,
how are you guys
hello.
doing?
Nice to see you again. I ain't seen
I'm
you in
doing good.
12 hours.
How y'all doing?
We're doing
How you
good. So
doing?
we're talking about the Bigo app first. I don't know if you've heard about Bigo Live. You have. And so we were talking about LGBTQ member that I don't know about anybody else, but you know, since I've heard about Bigo Live, it's like I've just been seeing her being attacked on it, and being attacked like by the LGBTQ community.
Yes.
Heavily attacked. And you know, I don't know if anyone had seen her on, you know, the T.S. Madison show where she was doing the spotlight interviews. She had I think, did she have her on the spotlight interview, or was it
she had on Supreme Court?
The Queen Supreme Court, yes. And I mean, Tiama, you know how it is. If somebody continues to attack you, your defenses are going to be up all the time.
Right. Especially attacking your character.
And somebody can say hello, and you'll be like, okay, hello.
What's up? What the hello mean?
Okay.
What else? I mean, you know, and I feel like that's where she's at. But I feel like if you support her as well, I've seen her with people that support her, that she rides with, and she seems to be a very giving, loving person. And
Absolutely.
this, I don't know her personally. This is just what I've seen. So I'm like, this damn app ain't nothing but about bullying hoes.
Pretty much, and it does come down to getting them hands. Because you say the right amount of stuff, somebody will pull up, and you better be ready on site.
Seriously.
That's what I said.
Seriously. And I don't think people understand. I know right now we all in the house and we all streaming and watching streams and having this whole virtual experience with people. But if you know you're not about that life, please don't get on these apps talking like you about that life, because baby, you don't know what people have gone through. You don't know where they sit in life. And I'm really just trying to keep people from getting drugged in 2021, girl. Let's all be safe and make it to 2022.
Those called keyboard gangsters.
Yep.
Or keyboard gangsters, or what I call them e-ballers. They have electronic balls. They don't have no real ones. It's all.
I like that one. I like that one.
So yeah. Yes, the ATL show. So I'm like, no, I can't deal with that. And so then I went, after I was looking at that, and I was like, okay, all this drama, and I'm seeing people fight, you know, back and forth. And I saw like her and Christopher Milan get into it. I won't be on Bigo Live anytime soon. That's all I can say. Then on top of that,
like they go on there to fight. That's where they go to, because they will not stream it or pull it.
No, but people are getting banned for a lot. So I want to look at the reviews, because I wanted to know what were the bylaws of Bigo? Like there has to be some type of community guidelines, some anti-bullying quotes, rules, regulations, because they have a blocking process. You can block people. They can block you from signing on. They can put you in timeout for a while. And when I was looking at the different reviews, they were all over the place. Like people were being blocked and banned for like silly shit. So we had one, this particular person called, she said it was the worst, or I'm not sure, said it was the worst app ever. And he was giving it 1 star. Literally because they said that it's the worst live ever. Only time they see people on there with just like the clothes off, acting weird. They said it's full of attention seekers and vile weirdos. The language they've heard on there is absolutely vile. It's full of, sexual content, discussing, very adult things, ganging up on one person. You know what I'm saying? They have kids running around in the background while they're on live asking people to pay them money with vile messages and for vile things. I mean, they just doing everything on there. And that was just one of the reviews. So I'm like, how are you existing like that, right? And I don't know how it works. People are able to make money and get views off of it. So you've got like random people that's on there and they scream, "Oh, Anthony from the ATL show is on. Hello."
Hey, how y'all doing?
Hello. Now you was
good. How are you?
I'm great. Wonderful to be here.
Absolutely. Have you heard of the Bigo app?
I've heard of it, but I haven't signed up for it.
Please don't. We too grown for that. We grown and we serious, and we not about to be going back and forth with people on these damn doggone lives. Like that's too much.
And I hear everything that you're saying. Yeah. The person you're speaking about, Cherry the Bump, I love her. She is so funny.
Because they'll get this in a heartbeat.
Oh no, put that down, girl. You can't do that. We on live. That's violence. You're promoting violence.
I'm not promoting violence. I'm just saying that.
She's promoting protection.
Protection. You can't show that though.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry.
Oh my goodness. Yes, Medea.
You can't, girl.
Long as she got her people
rolling up on, because we can't do what everybody else do now.
Is this better if I take and do it like this? As long as you have your piece?
Just say you have protection and you know how to protect yourself.
As long as you have your steel, you got some peace.
Okay.
Allegedly.
I just don't feel like people should be up there trying to hurt and talk about a person, especially if you ain't about going to go do what you got to do. Now, myself personally, I'm not. That's why I don't try to get online and talk about this one, talk about that one, because we all have opinions. True enough. And I feel like if as adults, we should be able to come together and agree to disagree and keep it moving. But when you come to the point that you want to threaten somebody, you want to take somebody's life out or all this extra stuff, what is the purpose of being on social media at that point? It's just like no tea, no shade. It's like no tea, no shade. Like the whole thing with the current former president. It took 4 years for them to take and ban him on all these social media sites after all of the hate he spewed, all of the detriment that he's done to our country as a whole. Because people don't look at us as individual. They look at the one person that's supposed to be not necessarily being a dictator to us, but being the president that's supposed to be the governor of us. And all of the foolishness that he's taking and saying, doing, and hurting people. And now on the news, I don't know if y'all heard it or not, but they are calling them trumpites.
Trumpites?
Yeah, on CNN, they're calling them trumpites. The people
so that's
that took in
to the culture. That's only going to feed it and make it even bigger, because now you're giving it a name.
Yeah, so I don't understand with the foolishness. Why does it take so long for people to do it? It's just like the deaths that's happened in our community, not just in the LGBTQ plus, but in the Black community in general. Why does it take for a huge death or someone that you actually stand for to take and want to make changes? You know what I'm saying? It don't make no sense.
So do you feel that them taking his social media away, do you feel like it's a violation of his First Amendment right, freedom of speech?
I feel like it's 4 years too late.
It's 4 years too late. And I don't think it take away his rights because they have a anti-bullying, anti-crime, anti-all that. So
well, he needs to go over to Bigo then because they don't. Bigo Live will take him.
Okay.
I don't understand it. That's just like, you know, you may say shit and somebody may view that as being offensive.
Right.
And then everything that you worked hard for, boom, you done lost it.
It's gone.
But this same food over here done said, if I catch your so-and-so outside and I'm gonna do the so-and-so and so-and-so to you, you effing this and you know what I'm saying? But they get
a million views.
It's okay.
And ain't nothing happening. And
go right back to something that we talked about before. If I don't know if you remember or not, and then I'm gonna be quiet. You remember when the translator that had got beat up in inside of the shop? It went viral.
Yes, it did.
It went viral over and over and over and over and over again. But you sat there and you let whatever kind of crazy Karens stand in the park with by the barbecue grill and people enjoying themselves at a barbecue grill. And it wasn't nothing done to her. What about I'm white and I'm hot? I make $40,000. I mean, what did she say? $400,000 a year or whatever. She's white and hot. You remember old girl?
You talking about Barbecue Becky?
Not Barbecue Becky, the other one that was in the apartment complex and said that the black people didn't deserve to be there, and she was white and she was hot and she was drunk and everything. It happened a couple months ago. We talked about it.
It was on everything. It even made it on World Star.
Yeah.
Wow.
Because she was drunker than
They made a crazy meme about it. If you Google, they did a meme about it to where they actually put it in a song.
Right.
But with what you saying how Donald Trump was able to get away with that, you got to realize they feel that we're not a part of America.
Right.
Absolutely. We shouldn't be here. So, of course, there's no... They can shoot us right down on the ground and nobody's going to serve a day in jail.
I don't trust the timing. He's done a whole lot. I don't trust the timing at all of them doing that. Bigo... Donald, listen, you're welcome to go to Bigo. They're doing all that ratchet stuff over there. They're fighting each other. They're cursing each other out. According to the another review, honey, they're scamming people. So, I mean, in my humble opinion, honey, it's right where you should be. So just roll on over to Bigo. Okay? And there you go.
Bigo is the modern day Jerry Springer.
It is. For online service, you ain't got addiction. You just got to have an account and go on out there. Did you all see the footage where while everything was happening, him and his team were like intense with like TVs set up, watching it all happen?
Yeah, I heard that's what he was doing, watching it happen.
No,
he wasn't calling the National Guard.
I'm not going to play the video, but if you guys go on Instagram, Baller Alert has it on Instagram, and they're playing it, and they're showing where him and his team, and they had music playing like it was some type of gala, and they were just watching it, and he was just like, well, instead of doing something about it, he was watching them do it. That was him giving authorization.
Exactly.
Well, what about whenever he had said whenever election had came right before the election, he said, y'all stand down. That was proof in the pudding right there. It's a whole bunch of extra foolishness.
Yes. And they're listening for him. They're waiting for his direction.
His direction. Say it.
But why 4 years later, after he done took and he done been caught up on charges on this, not caught on charges, allegedly this, allegedly that he done took and did this and he done did that. Now they try to put Bill Clinton out for getting his dicks up. Let's be clear. They try to put Obama out twice because they didn't feel like that he was really a real American.
He wore the wrong color. He wrong.
And who was heading it? Donald Trump was heading it. I don't get it.
Yeah.
I don't get it.
You get it. You just can't believe it's still here.
Oh,
it's in your face, and it's in your face, loud and clear. You never thought it would come back the way it was back in the time of our ancestors. But it's like full throttle, full throttle.
Do we really feel that way though? Because I don't feel like we really. Deep down in our hearts and minds, I really don't think that we're all that shocked and surprised. I think folk who really thought that we were eons away from that sort of culture, I think that they're the ones that shocked and surprised right now. And they're the same ones who said that we complained and we were just saying the same things over and over and we were making it up in our heads, that people never really dealt with us like that. We never really, you know what I'm saying? People didn't treat us like that. You just, you feel like you should be having something handed to you. And now they're seeing what people blatantly feel about us. People are saying it openly. They're displaying it openly. They're doing all of it. And so some of them are really shocked, like, oh my God. And they're allying with us. But it's it's what we've been saying. And there could be two reasons for it. One, you didn't want to see it because it took you out of your comfortable zone. And then two, you just didn't want to deal with it then, but it's good business to deal with it now.
Right.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
But I got one question. Yeah, did y'all notice y'all have not seen Candace Owens?
You said Andy Cohen?
Candace Owens.
Candace Owens.
I don't watch her anyway, so I wouldn't have noticed that she was missing in that.
Let me tell you had no choice but to see her when we were doing Black Lives Matter. You had no choice. She was up and down your timeline. Now that these crackers done jumped off the building, in the building, broke stuff, they're worse than them thugs. Tell me y'all seen one video. I wait.
Not one.
I follow her. She haven't posted nothing, said nothing. She hasn't been in front of no news crew, nothing.
Haven't even tweeted.
They have not even used they puppet to do something.
Where is the other girl? I can't think of her name, but she was a young girl that I think she moved here to Nashville and she had said a whole bunch of stuff. Oh, what is her name?
Only two I can think of, her and Stacey Dash.
Girl, bye. Girl,
I'm just saying, when we was doing Black Lives Matter, these black white girls had a lot to say. None of the people that they swear was, where y'all black girls at? Because boy, you was tearing us Black Lives Matter to say it.
I feel like Stacey Dash was lightweight trying to come up off of it. She was trying to, say what she got to say to appease to some people so it can help her career. Honestly, she's a non-factor. Just like Evan and Lazada said, baby. Tommy, there you go, J Love. Thank you, baby. Tommy Lauren. Where's she at? Why she so quiet? Thank you, J Love. Tommy Lauren. Where's Tommy Lauren?
You hit it right on the head, boo.
Where's she at?
My question is that for everyone that wants to say that this is handed that way and that's handed that way, why is it convenient whenever it's only convenient if that's something that's going to benefit you versus benefiting everyone? If you're going to say that this is handed this way, this is handed that way, but it goes back to a point that I made last night, that what
on the ATL show, you guys,
on the ATL show, what people are failing to realize and understand now is that a pro and a con to what they did is they gave each of us as Americans this with these on the back of it.
Cameras.
This don't lie. I don't care how much you take and say it. I don't care how much you try to take and disguise it. These cameras don't lie
at all.
And it's that hatred that was put in the back, and all of the good old boys in the back of the day, all they would have to say is that, oh no, this is how it was, and this is how it was, and yada yada yada. But long as you got it here, and I don't care, this is digitally stamped. So what time frame that you say it is, you can't dispute this. This is digitally stamped.
Right.
Come on now, digitally stamped.
So that's the thing that they don't like is that the people now, the minorities, the ones that didn't count, count because they have something to back up what they're saying. And the privilege has to conform it and see it for their own eyes now. Oh, it wasn't like that for them. It wasn't that bad.
See, I don't go to her, so I wouldn't know. Hillary just said, oh, Tommy's still out there talking her stuff. Okay, so she's staying consistent. I can respect that. I can respect you staying consistent. Just don't change. Don't switch lanes now. Listen, we're going to take a moment. Hold on, ladies and gent, Diva and Jiva. Hold on 1 second. You guys listen. I know that you guys know I love me a good old smell good. I am always raving about smell goods. Now, y'all know the Anthony Brown show is on here tonight. He has exotic oil. He's the owner of Exotic Oil Masters. Along with Exotic Oil Masters, I also... Look, she don't know yet, so when she sees this, we're going to work on it because I'm claiming it for 2021. I am claiming to be the next brand ambassador for Liquid Burns. I'm claiming it in the name of Jesus, okay? So listen, she has put out another product, and you guys have seen the videos. We was out and about, and people like, oh my God, what do you have on? What are you wearing? Oh my God, it smells so good. And that's when I was wearing Trini, the body oils from her called Trini. Well, lo and behold, baby, she has her whole new oil out, honey. Yes, God. It is called King, dear Jesus. King Jesus. So you already know, I went to check my little P.O. box today, and I had me a little surprise. I was like, wait a minute. What is this? Oh, she done sent me a little something, and guess what she sent me? King, girl. I have my own bottle of King. Girl, in the sweet name of baby Jesus. We gonna test it out while we on live, honey, because y'all know how I do. I love me a good smell good. It smells good. Now, King is for men. Or it can be unisex. If you feel like a man, honey, there you go. It's for you too. Okay, it's for everybody who want it. It's very fresh. I like it. I like it. I like it. They ain't gonna wear it. So this is gonna be something I'm gonna wear at night, honey. But it smells real good. So Liquid Burns, body oil. This one is for men. Because she was thinking about bae. That's what I'm saying, girl, look. I don't know if you know yet. I'm clapping it in the name of Jesus, girl. But we're gonna be partners, honey, for 2021, girl. It's got sandalwood in it, vanilla, and jojoba oil, all the main ingredients. So you guys roll over to Mr. Liquid Burns, honey. And then also make sure you all check out Exotic Oil Masters, baby, because they give two different things, girl. But when I tell you, honey, between the two, you will find your exclusive personalized fragrance for yourself. And I put that on Mary Had a Little Lamb. Okay. On Mary Had a Little Lamb.
Mary Had a Little Lamb.
Yes.
It's crazy.
Okay.
Now, let me ask you this question. When you said it's like a clean smell, like is it more or less like that clean, like just like super fresh smell? Because you know how to describe it? You know how like after the rain, how that clean smell is, like you open up your doors and it just takes it through your whole house or something like that?
It's a really fresh smell. Like some of her stuff to me smells a lot like when you have a good fabric softener, girl, that smells really good, real clean. Shayla said, honey, that the smells follow you. It's probably because I put too much on. Because girl, I just, if I'm there when I'm gone 10 minutes later, I don't want to give you a headache, but I want you to know Savon's been here. Okay, I don't want to do that. But it's real clean. This one is clean with a masculine feel to it, so it has a little cologne to it. Not really a perfume, but it's still fresh. It's still fresh. So if he was to put this on after a shower, you know what I'm saying? Whether in the morning, it will stay with him all day. Put it in his region, his Netherlands, his nether areas, girl. So that when you go down there, explore, play Dora the Explorer, girl.
Yes, come on, girl.
You pleasantly encouraged. So yeah. I like it. I definitely like it. So thank you so much, honey Tika from Liquid Burns, for sending it over to me, honey. I appreciate, girl. It is what it is. Listen, y'all know I also have me some Exotic Oil Masters, and my favorite from Exotic Oil Masters, I'm not gonna say it, but you know what? It rhymes with Tussie.
Oh, I love that one too.
Now, There's that, and I put that on Mary Had a Little Lamb too. Mary gonna have a whole bunch put on tonight. Okay, so listen, y'all. We were talking about Capitol Hill and all that good stuff. You know they've made 3 arrests already.
Really? I
They
didn't think
have.
they was gonna do anything.
They've made 3 arrests.
More than that.
Huh?
I think it's a few more than that.
Well, the only ones that I know about right now, 3. I know a few people have resigned.
Wait. No, originally it was 65 people that got arrested that was on the premises. But you're talking about they have 3 people that were from the pictures. Like literally, the original pictures, they caught them.
Yeah, so they've officially charged 3 people who went viral, and I'm gonna show their pictures by the Department of Justice, honey. So, honey, the first one. So I always have something. I tell you, don't judge me.
Gotta research like a bug.
Do not judge me. But that first one, honey, I was like, when he was in there doing the things, I was like, why does he have his shirt off? What is he doing? Who is that?
He was promoting.
I know it had to be one of his neighbors that gave him up, right?
Of course.
Yeah, I don't think it took much though. But hold on, I have a video of him, honey.
Another. This guy is recording you. He's not on our side.
Yeah,
that's fine. I don't care.
I thought you assumed that.
I'm fine with being
okay.
recorded.
Cool. Anything else?
All I can say is we won the fucking day. Donald Trump is still our president.
I do have one more question. There's a lot of people that doubt that you were just able to just go in there and come out. Like, what do you have to say to them that doubt that you just walked out?
Well, a lot of people doubted a lot of prophets, saints, and sages. A lot of people doubted Christ, you know? So all I can say to those people is doubters, haters can hate. I don't give a shit.
Okay, so you just walked out, right? Correct?
I just fucking walked out.
Okay.
So
he looked like a billy goat.
Okay, whatever you want to say, baby. I wanted to be on that billy goat. I wanted to do yoga with that billy goat. I wanted to do a whole bunch of things with that billy goat, honey. Listen, this right here. Look, let me move y'all for a second, honey, so we can really see, because I want y'all to see what I was seeing. Hold on, honey. It was this for me. Look at that chest fur. God, look at that 6-pack, girl. Oh, honey. And then, oh, look at that. Look at the fur, girl. We ain't gonna talk about the stuff that he did, because I don't agree with his actions. But me wanting to taste the rainbow has nothing to do with his actions right now, girl, because we probably done tasted a whole bunch of folks that did some miserable things, okay? But I was like, ooh, honey. And then I saw, now this is what he looked like when he in a suit, y'all. Oh, cleans up real well. And look who he with, Judy. Now on this one, I just want you guys to know, on this particular one right here, I was bird watching. I said, is that something? Is it something in the nether regions, honey? Oh, is it something going on down there in the bottom sector?
Girl.
Jasmine, what you gonna do with her? Jasmine, what are you going to do with her, Jasmine?
Baby, we gonna lay hands and we just gonna hold. we gonna pray. I don't know, but no tea, no shade. And him in that suit, though, he could get it.
Let me tell you something. Y'all know,
I cannot with both of y'all.
I done told y'all on the previous live that, you know, I like me a good old backwoods boy, honey. And he was giving me I don't give a damn. I don't care. I was like, ooh, yes. Sir, I've got some king for you.
Okay, yes.
You're gonna need this in commissary, honey. You're gonna need this in commissary when you're in jail. His name is Jake Angeli, you guys, and he is from Arizona.
You done did the research. I
did, indeed. I was like, who is that with the whole brave what is the name? Brave, was it Brave Star?
Braveheart.
Braveheart look. He had the whole Braveheart look going on, honey.
Can I say something though?
You can.
So y'all know They predicted that on The Simpsons, right?
On The Simpsons. Somebody told me about that.
They had his whole picture on The Simpsons. The exact same thing. I don't know what
either that or
they
he
got
watched
over there.
The Simpsons and replicated it.
I don't know what voodoo queen they got over there, but they even predicted the Trump being the president.
I remember that one.
They had
someone said this, I believe it. I believe it. They were able to get away with way too much.
I believe that too. It's an inside job.
I believe it so much. So he got charged. The other person that got charged is Adam Johnson. And Adam Johnson, girl, the pic of him holding the seal for me is what got me. Adam Johnson is 36 of Florida. He also was charged with one count of knowingly entering or remaining in a restricted building or grounds without lawful authority, one count of theft of government property, one count of violent entry and disorderly conduct on Capitol grounds, and those were the same charges that Jake and Jelly also was charged with.
Mm-hmm.
And then we have the last one that I have on my on my list, which is Derrick Evans. Now, this one, Derrick Evans is actually a West Virginia Republican delegate. So,
what?
Yes, honey.
That's not a good way to get your political career going.
Girl, he went on and resigned on Sunday. He went on and did his thing and resigned, honey. He resigned.
All for a man that wouldn't do it for you. Oh.
I'm just trying to figure out what
he resigned
is what is giving them. I don't understand. I don't understand. I can understand when they're talking about the whole make America good and all this kind of mess. But what makes you go to that point of I don't understand all that. That's just foolishness to me.
Well, I felt like they were playing a game of stupid Mario, if you ask me. So I saw someone, they did a video, and I that's why I called it Stupid Mario.
Mario music in the back.
I am coming to get your computer. I'm done. I'm coming to confiscate your computer.
I officially am over the internet. You get me?
Did he climb and then it was a wrap?
And he fell.
Yes.
And then they did the dead ending to Mario Brothers.
The internet is something else. You hear me?
Okay.
If one thing Rona ain't did is make these people more creative on how they taking.
That's exactly what Rona has done, honey. It has pulled out the inner talent that you didn't know you had.
Right.
I just want, and I saw a post where somebody said, McGraw-Hill, we gonna need y'all to get this right in the history books.
Now you know that. You know, whenever they write this in the history book, it's gonna be completely different. Y'all know that, right?
And that's why we need to make sure we're around and tell our kids about it, so we can ensure they don't make that same mistake.
Because they're gonna try to get rid of all of the evidence they can.
Huh?
They're gonna try to get rid of all the evidence that they can.
Well, I'm downloading my video and I'm saving on my local hard drive. So,
okay,
there's that. Privilege and power. And I was telling somebody the other day, I don't really believe that we live in a world of racism in the sense that it used to be. Now it's more about privilege and power. And that's of any race. You got a lot of people that are banning with, and it's all about the privilege. That's what it is. But when I saw that video today of just political figures, you know, led by certain individuals, watching it as it went down and doing absolutely nothing, it was more than just him at that time. Like, you have other people in position of power who could have took hold of that situation and chose not to. And what the biggest picture, the biggest point here is that the fact that they went in there, they could have blowed up that whole building and destroyed government as we know it today. That's how
and killed all those people that was in there with them.
Right. And I don't think people are taking it serious enough. Have your view. Feel the way you feel. I wholeheartedly respect that. But the amount of danger that you put people in, and then, you know, God rest her soul, or girl who got killed, who had gotten shot, I'm sure she didn't think that that was the way her day was going to end. And then you had people out there saying, you know, this is not the government we live in, when you go in and you're trying to get them to listen and they shoot you. Well, Pumpkin, which one is it? Because if we are sitting there and we have and we get pulled over, brown people get pulled over, and we have to hold the steering wheel in fear and trembling, making sure that we comply, give you our license, give you everything, and we just holding on to everything because we scared we gonna get killed, and you guys have done nothing to really justify those actions. But then old girl get killed, you know, and she's just trying to go in and tell how she feels. Okay, we was just trying to drive home. We was just getting some chicken for our kids, and some people didn't make it home.
Right.
Then what?
Right.
What's good for the goose is good for the gander. Not saying she deserved it, but I'm just saying, when you walk into a situation and you're doing illegal things, they have justified people killing people of color when they're linked to some crime. Think about everything they said about George Floyd. When he got killed and he did absolutely nothing to be killed, they wanted to bring up his whole criminal record. Baby, they don't justify that action.
It sure don't.
Exactly. It had nothing to do
with
that
action.
Oh, what about Savon? Whenever they take and they look at it, what if, like, the same situation that had happened in Nashville? What if it was 2 or 3 of them that had went to 4 corners and they did self-suicide bombing up in there, and then boom, like you said, that's the whole government right there. It's shut down completely. Then they would have martial law into that.
Yes, Nivea stated right there. No one has talked about the pipe bombs. Yes, because they were pipe bombs that they diffused. Which means they got to them. Yes, there were bombs in the building that the ATF team got to, or the security team got to, and you know, deactivated them before they can go off. Yes, they had bombs, boo.
But let me tell you, they're not gonna put that out there, because you will have to say all those white people are terrorists. They are thugs. They are against this country. So with that, honey, you're never gonna get that. But let it, that skin color was black, you was everything but the child of God.
Amen.
You wasn't rioters. You were destroyers of this country. You didn't respect this country. Like, we was some everything. Thugs, shoot on sight. And then waste our 4-year-olds. Waste the 4-year-olds.
And here's how I know. So if you think about the questions that people ask during this time, this let you know what they think and what they thought. The reporter asked Mr. Jake, Angela, Jake, I'm gonna put some money on your books. They had asked, girl, listen, I'm just saying, you know, prison pals. I got a baby downstairs, so I'll let him know that I'm doing that. But anyway, but when they asked him that question and they said, well, how do you think you made it out alive? He was like, I mean, you know, people, that's a good question. Can you answer it, please? Because had I gone in with that same energy, I can promise you
would not have made it in there.
I can promise you that I would have made it past the threshold of that door. No, and that's a promise.
The threshold, you wouldn't have made it on
the steps, baby. You would have laid down outside. Your blood would have been spilled outside. Let's be clear.
And people can argue me down. That's what I feel in my heart. I wouldn't have made it as far. I wouldn't have been able to and have that same energy and walk away and go home. And if I get charged, you better believe I can get charged with those same crimes. And I promise you, I'll be looking at life in prison. We'll see how long.
They wouldn't even get you a bond.
Then they're gonna add terrorists to that.
They were so concerned when the whole Black Lives Matter movement went on that there was going to be a whole different 2020 version of the Black Panthers and things of that nature, which there are versions of it that's happening because of how we're being treated. Girl, look, like I said, this is an intelligent discussion. We're talking about how we feel. We understand that not everyone is going to have our view. Okay, but what we can say, the way that this went down, I'm hoping that we can agree. This is not how you do it. If we had that same energy, like, no, just talk, just turn the cheek, honey. Listen, I have one cheek and they're in the back. I'm not turning. We're not doing that anymore. You can't expect people to continue to take abuse because you're not ready to deal with the actions of people right now. Now it's time. You want to make examples of us for centuries. Now it's time to make examples of you.
Right.
Exactly.
But then when you make the examples, make sure when it goes down in history, it goes down correctly, because all these other hundreds of years is written down and is lies.
Preach.
But when we retaliated during the whole Black Lives Matter movement, and there was destruction of property and things of that nature, even though a lot of us were peacefully assembling, and there's evidence of people coming outside of the community causing ruckus and causing destruction. Okay, we're not even going to go there. Let's just say we came with the intention to tear up some shit. Okay. How is this any different? And the president called us thugs. The president, and said that he was going to have the National Guard ready for these thugs. So these actions, the same way, you have a group of people who feels passionate about their views and about whatever is important to them in life. Okay, I can respect that. But they took matters into their own hands, and you're justifying it. Absolutely. Baby, even swap is no window. If I get my ass whooped for stepping on the line, you get your ass whooped for stepping on the line. That's just the way it goes. Absolutely. You can't say, "Oh no, well, they don't get to." No, not on my watch. So we need to make sure that they're punished with that same energy.
That's true.
And I still don't understand.
And just because you quit and resigned, I don't trust that shit either. You knew it was coming, and you stayed in position so that you could allow certain things to transpire.
And I still don't understand with the police, security, whoever it was that was there. Why were they not trying to detain people instead of just holding their hands up and then helping them in there and helping them right back out?
Oh, come on in. Yeah. Would you like a water? Would you like something to drink? Okay, great. Yeah. Would you like some peanuts? Sure.
I don't get it. I don't get it.
Just go down the hall and to your left. Okay, great.
They would have blown holes in other people. Brown people of melon people, they would have blown holes in every one of them.
Easily. Without even a second thought.
And it would have been justified.
That's all I got to say. So I had one of my favorite actors of American Gods. He don't speak a lot. He posts pictures and things of that nature. He had something that he wanted to say, and I want to share it on my platform because I totally wholeheartedly agree with him. So one moment. And then we're going to end it because I'm not going to be here all night, girl, because I got to finish watching pictures of Jake Angeli. Don't judge me.
You know what? I can't.
I'm just going to be honest about it, girl. I'm going to have me a good old night.
Hey, everyone. Really crazy day today at the Capitol. And I never post, kind of share my thoughts, but this is one that's kind of been running through my head all day today. You know, after 9/11, every brown person in New York City, in America,
he's speaking low. I can't turn it up.
Was seen as a terrorist, you know, because of the actions of few. And you couldn't be an Arab in America and not be aware of that. And seeing what happened today at the Capitol just really made me think of that day that in 2001, when I was in New York City. everybody was afraid. Arab Americans were not roaming the streets. The news was depicting us as terrorists. People were just kind of randomly being picked off in Arab American neighborhoods. We were scapegoated to a point that that only can happen in America. And yet I see people climbing walls. Be more specific. I see white people climbing walls, breaking windows, basically a mob of domestic terrorists taking over the Capitol. And cops are just kind of standing around. There's a hypocrisy in this country. Always has been. I've been aware of it. But if you're an Arab, you know exactly what I'm talking about. If you were any person of color, you know what exactly I'm talking about, but specifically the term terrorist was given to us. And that needs to change today. Terrorism is terrorism. Domestic terrorism is real.
Amen. Let the church say amen. And I like how they're not calling them terrorists. I like how they're staying away from that word.
Girl, he could get it.
Girl, he was the gin on American Gods, and I have been following him ever since. And he posts something, I'm like, boo, it's good to see you doing well. He may not say nothing back, but if he liked my comment, I feel like I done made it, girl. I done made it, bitch. I've been singing, honey. So,
but you know, the
like my comment. So I showed up
so much.
But see,
really
that's real talk, though.
So much.
If you think about it, though, you go on a plane and you see people of Arab descent there, people get nervous. Okay, all this shit has happened.
After 9/11.
And then you guys, everybody in this room know that my bae is Caucasian. So, we are in an interracial relationship. So I've seen the privilege. I've experienced the privilege. I've benefited from the privilege. Okay. So I know that it exists. And he's seen it as well. He's seen how it's different for others. He's telling the truth. I just want the energy to be the same. You know what I'm saying? And acting like you don't understand when one is. So when we gather as a community and we're protecting each other, you look at us horribly for doing that. But when you do it, it's okay. It's being American. It's being patriotic. So then that makes me think when, we had this discussion when President Trump first campaign, we wanted to know what does make America great again? What does that mean exactly? Hold on one second. Puffy Cat, come on in your smoking robe.
What's up, everybody? How you doing?
What's going on? How you doing?
I'm all right.
Where you,
Jasmine?
Where you sleeping?
Yeah, I was just sleeping, and then I woke up to listen to MSNBC for the umpteenth time. I said, I wish they stopped talking about this. They're not going to do nothing, so just let it go.
So what I was saying was, thank you for joining. What I was saying was, they don't have the same energy, and it just baffles me. It just does.
What baffles you exactly?
How they're acting right now with this whole Capitol Hill situation. The video that I just had on, we were one of the American Gods actors. He had talked about how he felt when 9/11 hit and how he's of Arabic descent. And Mark, back, I embraced our foreign friends for many years. Literally. So I was the United Colors of Benetton. But anyway, so I remember when people would see, Islamic people or people from the Middle East, they will automatically clam up and be like, oh my God, And then we as, African Americans, when we would be around certain people, we would clam up because we felt like we know how we've been treated and why we've been, revered throughout the years. And he was just explaining how everything that he had seen on the 6th this week and how it wasn't, Islamic people or African Americans of that, and how they were very careful of how they labeled them. And, this is basic domestic terrorism. I don't care what anyone says, but you're not using that word for them.
Of course not. Of course not. They had the audacity to compare it to the Black Lives Matter movement. I said, there's no comparison. I mean, they had local police, marshals, different officers for you across the state converged to surround buildings that we were allegedly going to damage. You had all the energy to bring all these officers in, but you actually opened the doors and let them in to the Capitol. They showed police officers taking selfies and pictures with these people.
I told them, I said, come on in. Would you like a water? Would you like some peanuts? Remember, wear your mask, go down the hall and turn to your left. That's where you're financing.
And they knew it was coming. They knew it was coming. He talked about it for weeks.
These people, I feel like the people who finally resigned, I feel like they were also a part of being in a position to allow it to happen.
Too little, too late.
Exactly.
Oh, I don't feel safe now. You don't feel safe now, girl. And some of them did. Some of them legitimately resigned because they were like, I never thought that people would be able to pass the gates and pass security and be able to storm in like this. Charlotte stated it when she said it earlier in the comments, where the mother who had ran her car through the gates and how they killed her. Miriam Carey killed her with her kids in the car for driving through the White House gate. That's driving through. Maybe all these people came. What? I mean,
exactly.
It's not. To me, it's not. It's what happened. Obviously, like the way people feel. I get that. I'm not ignoring that. But it's the fact that they were able to put through. If this don't tell you.
Right.
What happens when you unite as one front, the power that you have? Now, although had we done that, we'll
be a dead power.
There have been bodies on the street.
I feel like had we done that, we would have made just as significant of an impact. However, we would have had more bodies, more casualties.
We would never have gotten past the barriers if it was us.
Oh no!
Most of them would have never made it home alive.
No.
Exactly.
Given as many of us know we could have. However, it would have been more casualties, like I said.
Yeah, but now we got 2 dead police officers. The second one died, so now you got 2 dead officers and all these people. Exactly.
And they had weeks to know we was there, so they would have disbanded the army on us. So we would not have made it.
No, not at all. Did you see the people hanging from the walls, climbing the back of the Capitol? They've been picking us off like ducks.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I mean, come on.
Yeah.
It'd have been bloody, and they would not have had enough body bags to put everybody in.
It would have no longer been the White House. It would have been the Red House.
Thank you. White privilege at its best. The only thing I can say I'm happy about is that it's bringing attention to all these oblivious white people and these black people who feel like, oh, the racism's of my grandmother's time. I mean, if you can't see what's going on, you just choose not to. It's just that simple.
And also to piggyback off of what you're saying, it's for the older black people or the ones that just assume and then they voted for this fool. And now they see themselves how they really feel about us.
My mom shook her head. She said, I'm not surprised. She said, you all might be surprised. I'm not surprised. I said,
I'm not surprised at all. I really wish that they would, this inauguration, I really wish they would make it virtual. I don't trust it. I do not trust people gathering in that place. They've shown what they could do. You understand what I'm saying? We've seen how people have allowed their feelings. And when people take oaths to be in these jobs, they take oaths to do their job. So listen to this. Here's another area that I take it. So then the people that were out there who were doctors and lawyers and politicians, people we go to seek help.
Yeah, the woman that died was a nurse.
We're putting our lives in their hands, and we don't really know how they feel about us.
Absolutely.
I worked at a hospital, and the racism in any facility, in any profession, is always going to be there. And working at these hospitals, I mean, when I was in Nashville, I worked at St. Thomas Hospital, just to name the hospital. And the racism I personally experienced was ridiculous. And it's scary to be in a hospital knowing the racial disparity, and you having this nurse or this doctor who's allegedly supposed to be taking care of you, and you know they don't like Black people. So I mean, you got that no matter what profession you're in.
So
I agree with you.
Before you came in, we were talking about Bigo earlier, and me and the panel, we were talking about Cherry Bloom and how we support her, and how we have witnessed her just be attacked time after time again. And I know you and I talked about it, you know, offline. I know that you had a view about it. You know, I just don't, to me, when I saw that, and I know a lot of those videos were a month old, 2 months old, but it's still happening today. And then I see what happened on Wednesday. It makes me feel really alone in this world. Like, how do we really band together when we can't stand together?
Amen. You need to say that one more time for the ones in the back.
Right. How do we, you know, because if I was, I mean, because Cherry had stated something, and I don't want to offend anybody in the community, but I have to say this is kind of why I've always been the way that I've been. You know, she stated how she don't really want to mess with anybody in the LGBTQ community because the community has been the biggest problem for her than those outside of the community. And I have to say that I witnessed that myself through my own life. So when people feel like, oh man, you know, why are you doing these things and why are you doing that? And oh, we think we know of her, but we've not really seen her. Like, you won't, because I feel like within our community is so much toxicity in it. And that's not just in ours, but I can speak about our community because that's where I live and reside currently. It's so much toxicity in it to where it's just like, dang, like, girl, no, I don't want, I would love to go to the clubs and the balls and watch the girls work out because we are creative, we are talented, we are imaginative, we are powerful beings. But I also know as soon as that's over, we're gonna be out there beating the brakes off each other. Girl, I don't want to be bothered with that. I don't, girl. And as I've gotten older, my hands and my carpal tunnel is not going to allow me. And I really don't want to have to put one of. I don't want to pull out Smith and Wesson, and none of her kids touch you. Okay, I don't want to do any of that because we're supposed to stand for each other. But girl, I'm not gonna do it. I'm not gonna fight you, girl.
Right.
I'm not doing that.
It seems like it's the same thing, same game, just different players. I mean, it just doesn't change. You got insecure people, no matter what generation. Right. You got people who want to hate on other people for their own personal reasons. Half the time, they don't even realize why they're hating on them. And it's just typical. I mean, you know me. I stay away from it as myself. I mean, I say to myself, it's just these days you just can't afford to really try to get out there. You know, it's just ridiculous.
Video I remember Pride in Atlanta this year. We were watching the videos, and it was like every time you turn around, every 5 minutes, it was a fight. I was like, girl, this is why I don't go.
Like, why?
Back in the day, we used to go to twirl and be united and be, you know, I mean, of course, we're going to throw shade. That's what we do. That's our culture is about shade. But shade can be taken and be absorbed. Like, that's what we do. You know, but some girls take it too far.
But the fact that you have a gay pride that's white, and then you have to have a black gay pride, just tells you everything right there.
Right.
There should be just one pride event, but you have two events. It tells you that it's not all inclusive. You know, but we don't have a parade. You know, we don't have the floats and all the different things. You know, it's just an event.
I like to thank everybody for coming through. Listen, as you roll through here, honey, if we have blessed your spirit, if you've gotten something out of it, you know what I'm saying? Look, go ahead and hit up the Instagram. Go ahead and subscribe. Hit that bell. Okay. And do what you got to do.
I was on Facebook watching this white lady. I wish I would have got her name. She was being interviewed by this black guy, and he was asking her about racism and her theory. She said, look, there's no such thing as reverse racism. That's just something that was created to make excuses for what they're experiencing. She says, the white fear is the fact that they know that they have descended from someone that looks like your mother. And that's where the fear comes in. And she's like, if you want me to expound, in other words, all human beings derived out of Africa. I mean, the first bones were found in Africa. So all human beings have us as an origin, you know, and that's something they don't want to acknowledge. They don't want to acknowledge that that they come from Africa, the origin of life. And that's the point that she was coming across. And she says that's one of the fears they don't want to accept. So it was interesting, you know, listening, and from a white person's perspective, saying that was really different.
I just don't get it. I just, and then maybe because I'm American. I tell people that I'm American.
Mm-hmm.
So with me being American, I just don't get it. I don't know what it's like to be. Thank you, Nivea Boo Boo. I don't know what it's like to be anything other than African American. I don't know what the fear is to be. I know the beauty. I know we have a lot of struggles, but I know we have a lot of talents. And instead of fearing people, partner with people. You know, when you can only suppress people for so long before there's an uprising. History has taught that.
But there's going to always be a fight against the history. I mean, I tell people all the time, this country was founded in racism. I mean, you know, when you knock down a foundation, what happens? It falls, and they're not ready for that.
It thrives in racism, and now it has taken that racism and it has now placed it with social status. Now it's more about the poor and the rich. You know, some of the people who have stated they've never experienced, you know, racism, I'm pretty sure are people who are living a life, you know, amongst people with certain, you know, types of privilege. And I'm not going to be mad at them for never having to experience that. Good for you. But just because you haven't experienced it doesn't mean that it doesn't exist. Because you live in a bubble doesn't mean just because I'm here and I'm eating and I'm thriving and I'm okay doesn't mean that there aren't starving kids in underdeveloped countries, be it Africa, be it anywhere. It doesn't mean that it doesn't exist because I don't have experience directly. And I think right. So we have to be a little more open-minded about that and quit just being so dismissive. But it's so funny because we live in a culture now where everybody is so inclusive. That's the word now. Inclusive. That shit is fake. You are not inclusive. And the actions that just happened shows just how non-inclusive you are. You are willing to band together and storm down the Capitol because you don't tell me this is about taxes.
Mm-hmm. But if you think about the Black Matters Lives protesters, most of the people doing this rioting and looting a lot of them were white, who infiltrated the marches just to cause confusion, to make it seem like, the Black Lives Matter movement, look what they're doing. They're breaking windows, they're destroying buildings. I mean, this woman filmed these 3 white women, you know, destroying property, and then one of the girls turned around and said, well, no, our friend is Black and he wanted us to do this. She said, you're lying. And she focused the camera on them. Now, this is an example of the people who are trying to make us look bad, like we're the ones destroying property, doing this, doing that. It's not us, it's them. So a lot of and not all the white people, there are white people there who were supporting, but there are a number of white folks there.
Several.
Yeah, but there's a number of them who were there who were destroying property and trying to make it look bad for the marches.
I know several. I mean, I don't want any of, you know, my friends and acquaintances to, you know, you can't be offended by the truth. Sometimes you have to sit in it. And if you don't know, you just don't know. And that's okay. You know, but there's no need to take offense. Like what people go through in their lives, that's what they go through. And because you haven't experienced it, you have no right to negate that. You have no right to negate that. And you don't have to understand something to respect it. And that's something I've always said.
Well, I think
have to like it or respect it. Or you don't have to like it, but you have to respect it. You ain't got to understand it, but you have to respect it.
most of the people, Caucasian people I come across, they'll say, "Well, I didn't own slaves, and I didn't do this, I didn't do that." I said, "No, well, you weren't a part of slavery, but you benefited from it. You're benefiting from it now."
I can say the same thing. I don't. I've never been a slave,
Come on.
so girl, tomato, girl.
I know we built this country, so you're benefiting from it right now. We built the White House. Slaves built the White House. They built most of all the monuments in Washington. So you're benefiting from this. You benefit from our slave labor, our ancestors' labor. So you've benefited.
And then for those who were alongside us, because let's not forget, we had slaves, but you had also people who were not of African American or African descent that were also slaves.
Mm-hmm. That's true. The Irish were enslaved for a period of time. Chinese were enslaved for a period of time.
But they so quick to turn their nose and look down at us.
And that's what I don't get. I said that for that express reason, Jasmine. We are the most revolted race in every country for the most part. I have seen Chinese people hate against us. I've seen Irish people. I've seen Islamic people hate. I'm like, wait a minute, y'all, hold up. Jewish, y'all done been through the same damn things, if not worse. Like, boo, really? That's how I feel, that people want to be a part of some set of level of exclusivity. They want to be so bad.
People have been made villains.
We treat them bad too, because they treat them bad. And this is how you're supposed to treat people when you're an elitist.
The worst thing, have you ever come across the average Dominican person here in Georgia?
Yeah.
Every time I come across someone who's Dominican, I'm Dominican. No, sweetie. You're black. They'll be darker than me. And the first thing they'll say is, I'm Dominican. No, your place of origin, or the place where some of your ancestors migrated to, might have been Spain. But you're from your ancestors are from Africa. They went from Africa to Spain. You're black.
I'm gonna tell you this right now. To an average American racist, they don't care if you're from the Dominican Republic,
Puerto Rico, Costa Rica,
China,
they don't care.
Puerto Rico, baby. You 50 shades darker than them, and you are the same. They don't care. You're black. Okay, you speak Spanish, but you black. Move.
Exactly. They look at what they see.
Hashtag you two. Move. We don't want you here either. So don't do the whole separation like you're an exception. You're not Love Muffin. Your hair may not be as kinky as mine, baby, but they'll look at you just as the same.
Right. And that's one of the biggest things that I take and I have to deal with at work. I have a Dominican as a manager, and he gives me the blues all the time.
Well, you know what? You should give him a history lesson. Because before the British actually invaded them, they all were Haitian. They put a fist, and they literally, let me tell you what they did. You go back in history, you're Haitian, period. When the British got beat out by the Haitians, they built, literally, if you ever go to the Dominican Republic, it's no big wall separating Haiti and the Dominican Republic. It's this little, when I say like a normal gate that goes across that, y'all are one people. Get over yourself.
Exactly. And here's the thing: the British still tax. They still tax Haiti. One reason why Haiti is so poor is because they still have to pay the British.
Exactly.
Like, I don't even know that. Like, you still have to pay the British.
But no, let me tell you, they seriously feel like they are totally different. I'd have been to Haiti and Jamaica. I mean, Dominican Republic and Haiti. And when I tell you, they swear they're so much better. I'm like, y'all some dumb behind people. If you're that dumb the way you do not know, those are your brothers and sisters. All your ancestors from when they left Africa, guess what, boo? You Haitian.
Thank you.
Don't care.
Thank you.
I think the one thing, speak on it, Tama. Listen. That's it. I don't have anything else. I'm all cried out. I'm all dried. I'm everything.
Well, I will say this: here in Georgia, you got a large Latino population here, and they are some of the most racist people I've come across.
Yes.
Oh my God! Mexicans, Venezuelans, I mean, Guatemalans, I mean, no matter where they're from, they look at us like we're the problem. Right. I'll be like, I'm a citizen. I don't know what your issue is. And you can just tell their general attitudes. I'm serious. And I'm serious because a lot of people in this area where I live, a lot of them are not citizens. You can tell by their behavior that they snuck in here. I lived in a complex that literally used to just basically import people in, and then they would move on. And I think that we were the only few Black people in the whole complex. And the attitudes is like they're looking at us like we're the issue. I'm like, no, there's a jealousy there, but the racism is terrible between them. And not all of them, but a lot of them just have this issue. And I'm like, it is what it is.
They feel like that their skin and like y'all are saying, their language is better, better than English. So they feel like that they're superior. And they fail to realize you're in America.
Exactly.
This is America.
And you're scared to walk around half the time. They're scared to drive around half the time. And the police are always in this area busting somebody. And I'm like, look, it's just a bit much. I'm like, we should all just be able to get along. And we can get along. We coexist very well. Spanish, Mexicans, Blacks, we coexist in the area very well. But there's not any intermingling. It's like they stay to themselves.
Exactly. Everybody is clicked off.
Exactly. And it's unfortunate, but it is what it is. Like I'm at the age now where, hey, you don't bother me, I'm good. Stay on your side.
But then I want to go back to a point that you was making, Savon, earlier. Whenever you was talking about, people are not experiencing this and that and the third. Then if you're not experiencing this, that, and the third, then why do you want to go into the neighborhoods and you want to gentrify it? But then you raise it so much more higher that only people of a certain class can take and live there.
Exactly.
Listen, I don't know. I'm gonna be honest with you, and this is gonna sound real fucked up out of everything I just said. It's gonna sound like I'm just contradicting myself. Baby, you can't get me to spend $500,000, $250,000, $350,000 on no house that's right next door to the projects, and I don't have shit to say bad about the we've been there. You understand what I'm saying? We've been there. That's how I'm able to appreciate where I am today and understand that most of the people that I've grown to love and know worked hard to get out of that situation. And so I understand it. I would never be like, oh God, no, but I'm not gonna go over there and buy all this property and then pay all this money for it. And then not even 4 blocks away, there's like subsidized housing with $0 for them to stay there. And then you shocked if you walk down the street with your poodle and Ray knock you upside your damn head.
Go to New York.
Like that in Atlanta.
I'm just saying that not everybody in the ghetto acts like that. I want people to know that too. They don't. But I'm just saying, like, what's the point? What's the point? You trying to push people out for what? They're not going nowhere. They're gonna stay right there, and they don't have to sell.
That's what they're doing here in Atlanta. We have a place called Bedford Pines. Is government subsidized housing here in Georgia, and one of the apartment buildings suspiciously burnt down. And it's so hilarious. You got this subsidized housing, and you got a condo right smack.
Right.
Subsidized housing on this side. Subsidized housing on that side. It's hilarious.
So last night we were talking about politicians and how much they make a year and all this under the table money and these under the table deals. You know what I'm saying? That apartment complex all of a sudden just mysteriously burned down, and then here come these luxury condos.
It was an electrical fire.
Girl, bad.
But nobody's in the building to get hurt.
And then my thing is, if you pay all that money to move into that area, okay, and Ray and everybody else, Esmeralda, whoever it is over there, don't act shocked when you walk out the house and they talking about some give me your dog and your goddamn debit card. And
but I will say this.
And we're gonna sell it back to you.
And the police action over there is amazing. That's one thing I can say about when white folks move in. The police are there in seconds. Let them call for any reason.
See, that's evidence. See, that right there is a true indication that you were purposefully not there. Why are you so present and reactive now? Like, girl, look, I'm not gonna do this all night. I am about to win. Listen, Thank you so much, Puffy Cat, for joining in. Love Muffin. One moment, darling. Listen, y'all have met Tiama tonight on the show, but Tiama also is an entrepreneur, and she also, I would like for her to tell you where you can find her. And tell us about your business, Tiama.
Okay,
we call it the confessional. So let me give you the confessional room.
Okay. So I am the owner, CEO of Just in Time Accessories. I have the honor of selling $5 gorgeous bling. You can find me at Tayama Sweetness Copeland on Facebook. You can find me Tayama Sweetness Copeland on YouTube and Tayama01 on Instagram. So pretty much that is it. So hope to see you guys
soon. You are welcome anytime.
I will be back.
Yes, ma'am. One moment, love. Friend, co-host with the most.
Hey.
Oh, I'm looking the wrong way. Thank you so much.
All I want to say is this.
What you want to say?
I thank you for
the confessional.
Nah, I'm good. I thank you for allowing us to come on here and, as you say, gently nudging us and correcting us when we need to be nudged and corrected. Because sometimes it doesn't take all of the hoopla, cussing, fussing, fighting, and screaming. It just takes well thought out dialects between friends for people to see a different point of view of what they've been talking about politically. And sometimes people don't get political stuff, but when it's broken down to the common denominator and it's digested easier, because with some people, when you break it down to the common denominator in the simplest form of it, it's able to not only be received, but then you appreciate it too. So thank you first and foremost for that. Thank you for this wild, crazy, just this year's been something else. Last year was something else.
We need
and for us to come in to a new, a refreshing, a restarting, all those seeds that we sowed last year, you're starting to reap the harvest of that. Not only last year before last, the year before that one, it's coming to fruition now. You know what I'm saying? So
absolutely,
I'm overwhelmed, I'm overjoyed, and I'm appreciative. And then, when you do your gentle nudge and be like, we can't do that right now. Let's get it together. I'm appreciative of that too, because everybody need that somebody that they can call up and be like, da 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 da, and this wasn't right, and that wasn't right, but it's the way you do it. So I'm appreciative of that.
You are more than welcome. And listen, I want everybody to understand that, we rock together, we grow together, and there's one thing, there's a quote that's out there. If you get offended every time you get corrected, you can't grow.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And I don't know how many times that my family of people out here have had to correct me. I don't want anybody around me who gonna say yes to every goddamn thing, because they're gonna lead me right to the fiery gates of hell and destruction. If you say yes, I ain't right about everything. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So we can't do that. But I like the fact that we can have a good conversation. We can educate each other. We may not have the same views, but we love each other the same. You know what I'm saying? Because we're not meant to have the same view. We can't grow that way. So I hope everyone took this live as that. These are our views. These are our opinions. These are things that we find problematic in our area. It's not a hate speech. We're not trying to hurt or condemn anyone. We're just trying to let people know how we feel and the experience that we have. And I would love for others to come on who feel differently and respectfully, like we talk about it.
Mm-hmm.
I still want to understand, and this is just me, I still want to understand what were all the benefits. I don't say that I've seen the benefits, and maybe because I'm not in the right tax bracket. Maybe that's why I don't see the benefits of the last 4 years. In my humble opinion, I don't see it because I'm not in the right tax bracket. My taxes went up. My insurance went up. I've lost a whole bunch of shit. So I guess I didn't reach that threshold of a certain amount per year to see the benefits. Thank you for the stimulus check. I appreciate that. He really fought hard for that. I really do. But I don't know what else was underlined in that. I don't. I just know that the way that I feel about COVID-19, the way that I feel leadership dealt with COVID-19 is one of the reasons why we're going through the things that we're going through right now. I've read different things about contingency plans and plans that President Obama had in place in case we had an outbreak like this that were not followed. And I feel like there were a lot of personal
vendettas
that you allowed to get in the way of you said make America great again, that got in the way of us truly being able to be great and save lives. This is my opinion. And I have my opinion, and it's not hurting anybody. And I feel like you didn't handle it the right way. It is very hard to be in a position like that, right? You're going to be scrutinized by so many people. I get that. But it was so many moments that it was so personal that you got into your own way. And how is it from a business perspective? I can work with people and be a part of leaders who talk about don't make it personal. Yet I see personal decisions being made every day.
Absolutely.
How can you tell me not to make it personal when your ass won't stop making it personal?
Absolutely.
Come on, somebody. EBB Ashando. Okay, I can't look on right now. I'm still looking at you.
Yeah.
So anyway, let that go, because girl, I don't want to get too much into this bottle, girl. But tell them where they can find you tomorrow. If are you or are you not? Or we should just have our notification bells on.
Happy notification bells on, but we will be doing a show tomorrow. I think I'm going to do a little bit of maybe a mukbang with everyone tomorrow.
We eating. Okay, what we gonna eat? Hold on 1 second. Let's add the folks back in. We eating tomorrow.
I think we're gonna do. I think we're gonna do Sunday dinner tomorrow, but or maybe not Sunday. We just gonna call it a mukbang. So y'all just come as you are, bring whatever you want to eat. But we're gonna start off the second season on a different note. We wrapped that first season, and everybody don't want me to take a whole break, so I ain't gonna take a whole break. We're gonna have a meeting of the minds tomorrow. We're gonna go get in.
Last Sunday when you said season finale, you almost got your ass kicked.
Did you not see that? Everybody cut up. This was like, no, ma'am. Where you going to?
Don't you do this shit no more, baby.
We need our Sunday night, so don't be doing that. But we're gonna start the second season off tomorrow, or this is gonna be a pre-season to the second season because the second season is not ready yet. So we're just gonna do a little, we're gonna do a cool down mukbang tomorrow.
An interseason episode. What they call a bonus episode.
Yeah. Lost footage. Okay. You can come in and discuss everything. And I just want to let everybody know, if you do have grievances and you would like to share them with us, we do have the Night of Shade on Tuesday. So if you have grievances that you want to talk about, make sure you have your picture or your video, as long as it's not copyrighted, we can show it. And, we're just going to talk about it. It's a place that to share. Hold on. Let me get my flyer, because y'all know I have this on my little flyer. Let me get my little flyer together so I can tell y'all the correct terminology that I took and used. It's,
and I'm
the Night of Shade, where you discuss your grievances with us, with the meeting of the panel of minds. So, last week we got over and done with the whole Jiffy. There's not to be brought up anymore. So once you take and hash it on the stage, it's over. So
cornbread no more.
Yeah, we're not doing Jiffy no more. Jiffy is done. So I don't want to hear nothing else about Jiffy. But yeah, tomorrow night we're gonna do us a couple of videos. I've seen some cute videos that we can do. And we're just gonna eat and have ourselves a little good time. But if you don't feel like eating, you ain't have to. Puffy, you are invited, and Tiama, you are very much invited also.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Y'all just come on through, and we're gonna let the Lord use us one way or the other.
All right. Well, y'all hold on 1 second, babies. I sure enough appreciate it. Y'all, this has been another Savon Experience presents the Saturday Night Social Club. I want to send a special shout out to not only the ATL show and all of the panelists that came through today: Anthony Brown, Tayamo, Puffy Cat, my Very, 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 girl. You know so much about me, girl. If you write a book, I'm suing you because you can tell everything. I don't want you telling shit, okay? Jasmine Honey, my co-host, Lord Jesus, who's been here, and not only who, Liquid Burns, girl. I'm gonna tell y'all one more time, or as I used to say back in the day, I'm gonna tell you one more again. Liquid Burns. She has given me life. Her newest oil is King. Honey, is for kings. Now, if you're a queen and you're a king, girl, put it in your nether region, girl, and live your life. Okay? Live your life. So you guys, thank you so much. Like, share, and subscribe. Let's grow. Let's continue to be there for each other. I appreciate all y'all for being there with me. I'm going to put my little like, share, and subscribe back up again because I like it. I like it. It makes me feel good. Yes. Yes. It makes me feel good. It makes me feel safe. All right. Have a good night, and we're going to exit right here, and y'all be safe, okay? See you tomorrow if you join the Jasmine Divine Show, honey, so we can have a grand time. Good night.